one of the ways to know who we are is to also know what and who we're not. And we need two kinds of knowledge. Uh, how it works, how it doesn't work, what to do, what not to do. Depending on, see what the goal is and the objective, we all know what it is. We want to be happy. And happiness is not something you can ever get from somebody else or something. It's who you are. It's who I am. And it comes in the act of expressing and giving that, being that with the intention of love and enrichment and empowerment to those that we, in a sense, serve or give to and express through. We're expressing to. So what we're not is a label. And it's just defining ourselves as I'm this, I'm that. You see, I'm not a masculinist or a feminist because these are labels. And then I have to act and behave a certain way, and then I have to join a group, and then we're against this, we're for this, da 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 da, and gets us caught into the mundane and the petty. Because when it keeps us in the petty, instead of us being the magnificence of who we are, we're being a caricature of some kind that has been taught to us, given to us, whatever it may be. And we think it's normal because everybody else is this way. Well, if everybody else is this way, maybe it isn't normal. Maybe it isn't natural. Maybe it isn't the way it is. And nobody cares more about you than you could care for yourself. And that means self-honoring, to actually, you're a living entity. You are existence itself. You cannot die. And therefore, whatever it is you're seeking, that happiness within, that total absence of fear, that without even any taste of distress of any kind, is actually your true nature, my true nature. That's who we are. And these labels, I'm this political group, that one, then get everybody fighting, and then you hear fight against this, fight against this, fight against this, war against this, get rid of this. No, you don't need, that's not the way it is. When something disappears, it's because you're not doing it anymore. You're not thinking it anymore. You're not imagining it anymore. You're not playing with it anymore. Why? You're doing something else. And so many people are trying to get rid of something, but they're creating it by the desire, in a sense, to get rid of it and the opposition, because this is how it operates. So when you transcend that, it's called transcendence. And Emerson was called a great American transcendentalist because he studied Eastern mysticism and such. And I'm not saying that, what may I say, we have to know how to determine, even through all of the teachings, or all of the greatness that there is out there, to really know ourselves, but oftentimes hidden from us, meaning not hidden, but we didn't know it. Because called nescience, which is called ignorance. And the greatest piece of nescience, which is Sanskrit and in English means ignorance, is to misidentify ourselves as this, only as this physical body, mind, and intelligence, when they are also, it is a vehicle through which we are expressing in this particular realm, in this, but who we are, we have a spiritual body. You know, one time I saw my spiritual body, and it was in this beautiful place up in Canada, and I was sitting on the deck overlooking this wonderful lake, and all of a sudden I looked. My body was golden, and it wasn't like this realm in a sense. It was so pure, holy, and divine. And I looked at my legs and my feet, and there was it wasn't the body I was used to, but it was so sweet. And what it really is in the spiritual world, our body and ourselves are the same. Where in this world, our body here and ourselves are different. So this realm is called a Chincha Beta Beta Tattva in Sanskrit, meaning we're inconceivably, simultaneously different and non-different, the same and different, obviously, because we're co-creators. That we have those natural qualities because we are part of our source. And we are called part and parcel. regardless of the body form and through which we are expressing. That it doesn't have to do with religion, nationality, political views, any of these things. These are local traffic, dog and pony shows that you can get involved in like a circus if you want, but all of this is temporary. And who cares more for you than you care for yourself? And if you don't, what it is you really do want to be happy, and what we tend to do is use self-abuse to try and make us be good. Self-punishment. And that's what people is this completely absorbed in attacking themselves and allowing others to attack others as some belief that there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. Our only challenge is consciousness. That means what we think, know, do. Okay? You can't get away from being who you are. It's going to manifest. It has to. It's the way it is, the way it operates. Now, let's tune in right here. Breathe in to right here. And drop all of that. You say, well, how would I be good if I don't punish myself? You know what? Good people don't need rules, truly, because they care about each other. Because they care about themselves. Because love is who we are, compassionate love. And when we stay in the bliss zone, that means as a witness, breathing, because this is the vehicle, the breath, and all through us and throughout everything is ether. Being that basic first level of entry of expression in the material, pervading all. Be in your heart and get relationship with yourself, your God self, who loves and adores you, knows everything about you.